And I enjoy my life with my family, so if you want me to help you, I can't be in jeopardy at all.
You can't. Well, hold on, slow down. First of all, you're talking like you're talking in a glass bowl.
Hold on,
You need
George.
immunity from what?
Give me just a second. I'm in the bathroom.
That's not something I needed to know.
I'm taking a Yerrick.
No, you're taking something on your face is what you're doing.
I did that this morning, actually.
Okay.
I swallowed all.
And again, that's the shit that I don't need to know.
All right, hold on. All right. Now, George, as I was explaining to you, if you want me to talk to these people, George, you have to understand that you got to give me some sort of immunity here.
Okay, so let me ask you, be specific. What kind of immunity are you asking for?
Absolute immunity.
Immunity from being what?
Anything relevant to you and related to you.
Okay. I can't guarantee what Kristen's doing, though.
Well, that's part of the deal. Kristen's got to back off.
I guarantee only me. Kristen, I can't guarantee anything.
Kristen's just going to have to back off.
I can't control Kristen. Kristen does what she wants.
Well,
I can't control Kristen. Kristen is her own person. I can only tell you that I would consider it if I knew that you were, as far as I'm concerned.
George, I mean, you have to understand. Is that not an unreasonable request?
No, but I'm telling you, all I can guarantee is me. I can only guarantee you me as far as I'm concerned. I can't. She is her own entity. She is her own entity. She does. She'll do whatever she wants. I mean, I can't control her.
Well, George, you have to be reasonable.
What do you mean be reasonable? How am I not being reasonable?
Because you're asking me to do some serious shit.
Well, some shit you should have done some time ago. If you wanna prove to me that you're on the up and up, prove to me on the up and up, then if we can do a worthy cause. I mean, a worthy cause. I can only tell you that I won't do anything. Now, again, Kristen is her own person. I won't do anything. Kristen is another person. I don't have control over what she does. I mean, she and I are not actually speaking that right now. So.
Why is that?
We're not speaking because she keeps bringing up politics and it pisses me off.
I've lost a lot of friends over this election, and my thought.
I'm not. Well, I didn't lose. She keeps talking about QAnon and calling Bill Clinton a pedo and all this bullshit, and maybe I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the shit. I don't. Bill Clinton is a pedo and calling. I mean, I don't go along with that.
That's pretty fucked up shit.
But no, I mean, I love her to death. I love her like a little sister, but I'm not. We're not talking right now. So I can't control. Shit happens. This conversation is not going anywhere, right?
Why would it, George?
Well, I'm going to test you now. I'm testing you. This conversation goes nowhere.
Why,
right?
George?
Again, I don't know. I haven't spoken. Don't know what's going on. Haven't talked to her. Don't know what's going on.
Have the goons finally just worn her down to the point that you just can't take it? She just can't handle it anymore?
I don't know. But see, at the end of the day, I've got to think about George. Okay? At the end of the day, I've got to think about George, because if I don't, nobody else will.
Well, I mean, that's not unreasonable. What's the last thing she said to you?
Say what?
What is the last thing she said to you?
I'm not getting into that with you. We're not talking. We're not talking.
But I mean, that can mean a handful of things. Does that mean?
Well, that can mean a lot of things. It means a lot of things. I believe if someone has a difference of opinion in the politics, they can still carry the relationship they once had.
Absolutely.
She believes that if you don't want to listen to what she says, then she doesn't want you in her circle. So to speak, if I think what she's talking about is, a bunch of hogwash about your political, about what they're doing to, I don't know. Take for example, Queen Elizabeth is holding a bunch of kids in a castle, and they're being tortured and they're being touched and whatever, or something to that effect. I don't necessarily believe that.
Can you pay to go there?
What are you talking about?
Can I pay to go to this place? Like Epstein Island?
Go where?
I wanted to go to Epstein Island.
I'm sure you did.
I did. I had tickets and everything, but it got closed down before I could go.
Yeah, well, she's a truth seeker.
I wanted to.
She doesn't like Vito. And I don't blame her. You play with a fucking kid. Yeah, you're damn right. I agree with that. I don't believe it's, if you're a pedo, you goddamn right. But put your hand on the kid like that, I don't go for that shit. I'm right with her on that. But
am I still a pedo?
Some of her politics and some of her takes are a little extreme for me.
Well, I agree, George.
But again, there's no reason to hold it back. She hasn't spoken to me in 3 weeks. So there you go.
George, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yep.
I mean,
but I got to think about me.
Well, if the relationship has gotten to a toxic situation, and
no, I'm not going to say that. I don't. Just not.
Did you stop having sex?
What are you talking about?
I figured you and Kristen have.
Will you shut the fuck? No, I don't. Listen, man, you're just a vile. Goddamn, you're vile.
No.
I don't have sexual feelings for her. Okay?
Not even once?
I love her like I think of her like a little sister.
I wasn't lying to you about fucking her that night and only giving her $40.
I mean, I don't want to hear the shit, man. Just goddamn, you don't have a filter, do you?
I mean, I'm just telling you what.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I have to. I am right now. I'm tired. I'm not thinking about her. I'm thinking about me. She's thinking about herself. I'm thinking about me. Okay? And now I want this shit to end. I'm tired of it. This conversation goes any further than right now on the phone, I'll know how it did.
Well, George,
now, if this goes any further, I'll know how it did.
What we need to do is what I suggested a long time ago.
What are you talking about? What, go after these bitches?
Yes, that's the only way you're going to get any real relief. The police can't do anything. I know you don't believe that, but they can. Marty is outside of their jurisdiction, so...
I don't... Listen to me. They brought people back from other countries that have pulled scams on people and done shit to people, and they put them in a fucking cell, in a prison cell. No matter where they're fucking from, they've been put over here, brought to this country, and they do acts and traveling through this country. The next time they're in this damn country or state or whatever state they go to, they get greeted by the airport by the feds and say, "Come with us, sir." And then put an end to this shit.
But what
this fucking son of a bitch is doing is fucking warfare. Well, I mean, it's warfare. It's fucking a mental game is what he's doing. I mean, he does so much to make it not on the tier and the fringe of not being criminal. As far as I'm concerned, it is criminal. He does so much to make it not criminal, but then make it like it just, and it's to a point now where it has become terroristic. What he's doing is terroristic to me.
But not under the law. The problem is the law. For the federal government to get involved, they have to have a case that they believe they can win. They're not just going to try.
What this son of a bitch is doing, he is attacking a U.S. citizen. He's attacking a U.S. citizen. He is trying to fucking extort money laundering, doing that on another front. Money laundering, we can bring that out as what he's done on that shit. And we can also bring out the fact of what he's been doing to the level with me, as far as, camouflaging himself, doing this, doing that, getting people to do things, to follow me, to have paid private investigators to illegally follow me.
But you hear what you just said?
Follow me, unethically. Okay, follow me for what's good to get information.
But that's not criminal.
It's criminal as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, you got to think what we're dealing with here. You want some real relief? Get a hold of his accounts, George.
How do you suppose to do that?
Unlawful enrichment.
Look, I don't claim to know that. I don't claim to know every nook and cranny of all that. Okay, so whatever.
That's not your part, is it?
Well, what are you talking? Let me understand what you're saying. Get his bank records and all that.
Get the accounts for all the money that he makes. Get the Patreon account. Get the YouTube account.
They make fucking nickels and dimes. A bunch of fucking trolls that live in their basement that fucking get T-shirts or whatever, or T-shirts or fucking coffee mugs with whatever fucking wording on there. Not enough to even fucking sneeze at. Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
So why do they keep doing it?
No, it's a front. Yeah, they're doing it, and they made nickels and dimes off the shit. But it's a front they're doing to try to keep the shit up for whatever sick, perverse reason why they want to.
George, you know better than that. They're making money. They're not fucking with you for the hell of it.
Yeah, they are. Been doing it for a while. Like, this is where I can't.
I can't, unless I tell you that every crazy thing you come up with is going to work and is exactly right, you get mad at me. I can't help you that way. There's no crazy
thing. I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna tell you what's going to end up. What Jay Smith or whoever that fucker is, his Ram 150 tags were caught on a camera, and that is what I am working on right now. That motherfucker, the connection to that motherfucker, the week before you came, he came in there, and he put something on my windshield. Okay, we know what that is. Some fucking diagram of whatever, pictures and whatever shit they want to continually do. The fact that he picked up my windshield, or picked up my wiper blade, he fucking put himself in he walked into a trap. Because I parked under a camera that night.
$40,
let me finish. Let me fucking say, this is where you piss me off now.
I'm not cutting you off. My cousin's asking for some money.
He walked under a camera, and his tags were snapped. I'm going to get those tags. I'm going to find out his true identity, and it's going to start with that bitch. And his ass is going to be interrogated until he comes up with some information.
I happen to have a real good buddy that works down there.
Say this again?
The security guard, Dusty. Yeah,
man, you're cool.
I know he's your friend, but He's the one who invited me. Why do you think he smiled when he saw me and started laughing, George? He didn't think I was really coming. He looked at me and just started grinning like, you have to go, sir. The police are on the way. Remember that shit?
No, you were there to instigate trouble, and you know you were.
I was there to see you and record.
You didn't need to see me for what?
George, you had gone off the grid. I didn't have any contact with you. I wanted some content. So I arranged to come down there.
Content to give to them, right?
I didn't give it to them. I put it on my own.
Bullshit. You did give it to them.
They took it off my page.
Why would you put it on a page?
I was trying to get my own thing going.
Well, you need to... God, man, you're fucking...
I want to come on the Gorgeous George show.
Yeah, that will never fucking happen.
Wow, we could have a real debate about real politics. A real debate.
Let me ask you a question. Did you watch those shows that were put up?
I watched a few minutes of the one with your shirt half open with Kevin.
You mean which one? Was it in the robe or in the jacket?
The jacket, I do believe.
Yeah, I was talking about what time it was. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was pretty funny material in there.
I mean, George, I told you, I want to get on the show. Stop taking this personal, just for a minute. Try it my way, and let's make some fucking money.
I'm not making money. Those imbeciles are not how I'm making money. To see their fucking hands and faces on a mantle is how I'm making money.
You don't like gay people, but you agree.
No, I don't hate gay people. I just don't understand.
All right, well, all right. Okay? You don't like Islamic terrorists, right?
I don't like Antifa, and I don't like fucking the Proud Boys. Now, there you go.
Okay.
I don't like the extremists. I don't like the BML, a bunch of Antifa extremists, and then on the other side, the Nazis with the Proud Boys. Both factions are no good.
But their money's green, right? Is their money green?
Don't get the fuck out, Grab. What's your point?
George, the goons' money's green.
Okay, it's green. What money do they have? Not much.
Okay, I'm going to explain this again. If they continue to do what they're doing and you continue to do what you're doing, you can make the money too. Make all of it.
I want their fucking heads on a fucking mantle so whenever I have a bad day, I can punch them.
So defamation and unlawful enrichment. The reason the cops aren't going to interfere, George, is because you're legally a public figure. I know you don't agree.
I'm not a public figure because of a fucked up ruling from a judge that was paid off. Come on, man. I'm not a public figure. Am I making hand over fist? Hell, I wish I was a public figure. If I was a public figure, I would be fucking struggling. I'd be in a better situation.
George.
I'm not on a fucking TV series or a fucking nationwide series on TV. I'm not on a fucking talk show or whatever. I am on a talk show, but I'm not on a syndicated or what you would say mainstream NBC, CBS, or ABC. Not on that.
But that doesn't mean you're not a public figure.
I'm not a public figure. I am not a public figure. I'm an entertainer, but that's as far as it goes. If I was a public, people don't know me. Half the people in Richmond don't even fucking know who I am. There's people that know me because they remember seeing me back in the '90s on TV. But they don't. I mean, it's not. It's good, but still. I mean, that's local access. I mean, if you want to say studio celebrity, okay, maybe studio celebrity.
So you're still that. Remember, you're talking about the law. So when you ask the police to intervene, the law is going to be a part of it. Whether Judge
Yeah,
Kidney...
but in the law, no, but the interpretation of that. One's interpretation, and that was not clear cut. The only thing that judge ruled on was to throw out, to rule against me. It's not to ruling, wasn't ruling about calling me this, that, or the other. He ruled against me because, first of all, he was bought. Second of all, he ruled against me because he felt like I didn't come up with sufficient evidence to prove my point, which...
But he still held that you were a public figure.
Hold on a second. All right, God damn it. I'm supposed to be on a Zoom call right now. Shit. All right. What am I doing? All right. No, I'm not.
But Judge, that's what the judge ruled. Your video with Susie Quattro, George, the intro. You surely said you like to see yourself as a celebrity. So you need to stop contradicting yourself in order to get around it.
I pulled that off by luck. It was one of the most brilliant things I ever did. I have a relationship with a woman overseas who is well known in England, but she's from the States, and she was on Happy Days, and she was an actress more known for Happy Days, and overseas more known for her singing. So the female Elvis Presley, if you will, and she
I know
that was the most brilliant thing I ever pulled off.
But you interviewed her, George, and you can't, not be that now.
I interviewed her, but anybody can interview somebody.
It was on TV, George.
It was on cable. It was on internet.
TV.
So what?
Yes. It is downstairs where the refrigerator is, beside the refrigerator. You'll see it in a cup. Yeah, it's right there, right on that thing. George, you got to understand, you are not a bad person for being a celebrity.
It's okay, George.
Even Tiffany knows it's okay to do one.
Pussy.
He does. He needs some.
Listen carefully. I'm not that well known. Okay?
She knows
I go to Hollywood. I'm not that well known. And what I'm known for is all for the wrong shit. A bunch of fucking made up horse shit that was defamed, where I was defamed, and it's not even worth. It's not. So I am not a celebrity. I'm an entertainer. There's a big difference. I'm an entertainer. I'm not a celebrity. A big difference.
But that's what the judge, after seeing your public television, said.
The judge ruled against me. There was nothing more than that, but him ruling against me for whatever reason, or whatever fucked up reason, because I had the evidence there, whether or not the evidence was there to be had.
It just was inadmissible.
Well, he wouldn't let me show him
because
where Brennan had admitted to went to a film festival. He was at the part where Brennan admitted going to a film festival, whether he made it up or not. He wouldn't let me play that for some reason.
Because the extrajudicial confession alone, uncorroborated by evidence, is insufficient to establish the corpus delicti.
It's not insufficient. It's sufficient evidence. It's the worst smell. It's sufficient evidence.
But the law says different. The case that has come before you, judges considered similar arguments, and it's clearly.
Why did he throw out the strongest thing that I had, which was the defamation? You even agree with me that was the strongest thing that I had was the defamation.
George,
why would he throw out the strongest case that I had,
George,
which was defamation?
I got a whole year's worth of new defamation. What's your excuse?
All right. Look. You understand that?
Here we go. Excuse. Just give me the excuse.
No, it's no excuse, because I don't know if you're high or if you're normal or what your deal is. As far as I'm concerned, you're probably still doping or whatever. I don't know. I need someone that is in the full clear mind of what they're doing, and someone understands where I'm coming at and the result that I want. Not to go around and play double agent. Playing double agent and doing this and doing that.
But I'm not a double agent.
I can't hear what you're saying. What?
I am not a double agent.
Well, I don't know at this point, man.
But George, I'm not a double agent.
All right, I don't know what you are. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that because you were at one time.
George, I'm not a double agent.
This is not a game. This is not something, this is not a game. This is my sanity. Okay? And I'll be goddamn if these people are going to fuck with my sanity. They're going to fuck with my likeness, my moniker. It's not happening.
Well, George, I don't want them fucking with your sanity or your moniker. I told you what to do.
All right, well.
I do know that Jay Smith does have a new assignment.
And what is that?
Well, George, it's more of the same. But some goons put a bounty to get that smoking jacket of yours.
Oh my God! Don't make me laugh. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's an anonymous bounty, George. That's why he's back in the scene. They've got a bounty on that fucking smoking jacket.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Well, good luck with that. That's all I gotta say. Good luck with that. That's all I can say. That's something that Jamie gave me. God damn it. So I hold on to that. Something that Jamie gave me, I hold on to that shit.
Jamie gave you the jacket?
Yes, she did.
Well,
among
that's
other
why it's
things.
important to you. Don't keep it in the van.
No, this van is locked like Fort Knox.
I'm assuming that's why the goons want it.
Well, guess what? Good luck with that.
All I can tell you is what I know, George Aaron.
All I can tell you is they're going to have a hard time getting it. Yeah?
George, it could be Brian himself who put the bounty up.
I am not stupid, and I don't believe that they are stupid. This man, for what it's worth, is a school teacher. He is a scientist, or he's a, I don't know what he is. He's a literature school teacher. He teaches literature. The guy can't be that stupid.
Why?
Why? Because anybody would could tell this is a vendetta that these individuals have against me.
George, that's what I'm hearing.
It's a vendetta these individuals have against me.
He didn't get caught with the drones, George, so why would this be any different? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just telling you what...
I'm not scared. Look, let me tell you something. Pictures being snapped of me, shit being done when I'm doing something else, when my intention is not on this, when I'm trying to be productive, when I'm trying to work to make money, that shit's going to stop. That goes into another level. That goes into stalking. You get it? It doesn't matter who that I am, whether I'm a woman or a man, it goes into stalking.
Oh, George, you also
Having
got the
pictures,
money.
following me around, bothering me, that is a crime. That is a crime that's being created. They're doing it. They're following me. They're going around and following me for what reason? Why are they following me?
What about the money laundering? What is up with that?
What's up with what?
The money laundering.
Well, you knew about all that. You're the one that told me that shit.
Well, I did.
Unless you made it up.
No, but I hear that there's some, it's used to it.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and there are times where I like to take the law in my own hands and and sometimes I feel like I have to take the law in my own hands sometimes. And I try to live by the good book, and be a law-abiding citizen. Okay, and I don't commit crimes. If I don't like someone, you know what I do? I don't associate with them. If I don't care for someone, I don't like someone, I don't associate with them. I don't stalk them. I don't stalk them. Okay? And this is exactly what they're doing.
George, I don't know if it's stalking as much as it is bullying. But George, you
That's a combination of it's a combination of both.
But you've got to stop this. I'm being bullied. You're 50 years old now.
Listen to me, man. What else would you call it? It's not that.
I mean, but George,
it is out of control. No. See, I'm not going to think of this as a serious thing if you're not on the same page with me. I'm not telling you that you have to agree to every little thing that I say. All I'm saying is, if you can't see, hold on, I'm talking. If you can't see this to be what it is, and you think it's innocent or it's just, prank or whatever conjure thing you want to conjure up or whatever and say to their benefit, then there is a problem. There's a disconnect, and I will not go down that rabbit hole again with you. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to let you,
George, if you
put me
believe
through that shit again. It's not going to happen.
George, I'm on the team of winning. Why don't you go get a protective order against Marty McFly and Jay Smith tonight? Stalking requires fear, George. You're going to have to admit that you're afraid. Are you afraid?
I don't want pictures taken of me while I'm working.
Are you afraid?
I don't want pictures taken of me while I'm trying to sleep. Would you like that?
No, I would be afraid.
Okay,
Are you afraid of Jay Smith?
I don't even know if it's that guy that I saw there. No, I'm not. If it's the guy that I saw at the library the week before. No, I'm not. And I'm definitely not scared of that old man Henry. Definitely not scared of that old man fucking Henry with that fucking atrocity. What are you doing?
I'm writing an email to a woman.
Okay.
George, if you're not scared, then you can't get a protective order.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
I'm annoyed. I'm irritated. I'm annoyed. I'm irritated, and I don't know what to expect.
That's not enough. You have to say that I fear for my safety.
Well, okay, then I'll say that then. If I have to say it, I'll say it.
I mean, George, they know that their Gorgeous George show is more popular than yours. You had one viewer, George, and they get thousands.
Listen to me very fucking carefully.
I'm not being mean.
This is where you lose all credibility for what comes out of your mouth. You don't think before you speak. You're not playing you have a deck of cards in your hand, and you're not playing your hand.
But that's not
if you're playing your hand, you're playing your hand the wrong way, because what you're doing is you're saying shit to piss me off.
No, I'm not. I'm on the winning team. You're
on a team. No, you're not on a winning team. Because if you think at the end of the day that these people are going to get off by taking my moniker and taking my identity away from me, then you got another thing coming. Because they're not taking my identity, because as long as I'm breathing, that ain't happening. And that moniker, they ain't taking that neither, because I will use that moniker, because guess what? If I put it in the courtroom, but then I will win that. I will win that, because I have been doing it longer than they have.
But they do it every day.
No, they're taking something of mine. My image, my likeness. They're taking my image and my likeness. I don't give a damn about what they're doing with Keith Van Allen, and I don't give a damn what they're. I kind of am concerned about Vince, because I consider Vince a friend.
But
they're stealing shit, so yeah.
What has Keith done? What did Keith do?
Keith has done nothing. I have no problem with Keith. Keith befriends people like you. He befriends trolls.
No. What has he done with...
He's befriends people like you. He befriends trolls. He doesn't listen to me when I tell him that he needs to worry about who he's befriending because they're seeing the shit.
And what are
they're doing shit, and he doesn't care. So that's my problem with Keith. Other than that, I like Keith.
What have they done? What has he done with it?
Look, I'm not. Look, you know what? There's a live Zoom meeting that I got to be on right now, 6:45. So I got to get ready for that.
What has he done, George? He's embraced it.
Yeah, he has.
And nobody's fucking with him either.
Yeah, and I got a problem with that.
Because nobody's fucking with him?
No, I got a problem with that. He's embraced it. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that.
But why is his show...
I got a problem with that. No, you want to know what the issue is, Kevin?
I mean, I've only asked 100
you want to know what the issue is with me and Kevin?
Yeah.
Is that I don't do the live shows on Facebook. Nobody can see them, and that's fine with me. He can get copies when I release them. He wants to do it live on Facebook so his people can see it. And I told him the precursor to that is that it has to be locked down. His people can't see it, but only his people. And he wants it live for everybody to see, and he doesn't understand that that's not because if we're doing a show, I don't want these assholes to grab the show and take the show and these assholes to grab the show. Only when I put them up.
And
he has a problem where if he does a show on Facebook, he wants it live. So that's why he's doing shows with Keith and
because Keith
that retarded girl down there.
Now, am I going to upset you and lose credibility because I tell you something as a friend?
Well, it's according to what you say.
You're by refusing to air your shows, they're controlling you. Whether you agree with it or not, in your mind, you're putting them up when you're ready. But George,
that's right, and I did. I put up the birthday show and 2 of the shows that we did this year. I did it in my own time.
But George, I liked your show because people could call in.
That's not what the show is about, Sherlock. The show is about my wit and Kevin's wit and what we do on camera.
But don't you
agree? The things that we say and the skits that we do, that's what the show's about.
George,
it's about me singing, about me doing a parody of the song, of the Queen song, and all that shit.
George, what are you afraid of and what are you hiding? On Discord, they keep mocking that you're afraid to do your show live.
I'm not afraid of shit, but I don't want them stealing it. I'm not afraid of shit, but I don't want them stealing it and then taking it.
Well, how do
and
they steal it?
I can't do anything about that because of the shit that's going on.
But how do they steal it, George? Once you air it, it goes out there, right?
Alter it. They put farting sounds in the back when I'm speaking. They do other shit like that. They alter the voice. They make Kevin sound drunk. No. Fuck that.
But they do that anyway.
Well, that then is controlled. It's like the pandemic. This is a great comparison to these trolls like the pandemic. You got to wear your mask. You got to mask it up. And just when you know that you've gone against the curve and it's lessened, then you can slowly but gradually
George,
put it out.
It starts with you no longer being afraid of the ridicule. That's where it really starts. You have to start doing your shows again live.
I don't want my brand or moniker tainted or demurred, or I don't want I don't want it messed with. I don't want my image, my brand, my moniker messed with. If you don't like someone, you don't have nothing to do with them. If my show is such a bore, which it's not, if my show is such, not a masterpiece to theater, if you will, then
I
don't watch me.
I was thinking that as you said it, but I wasn't going to say it because I knew it would make you angry. But you
Yeah, if
said
it was not Masterpiece Theater, then don't fucking watch me. Okay, it's that simple. Don't fucking, have anything, you don't like someone, you don't have nothing to do with them.
But George, when you put them up on Facebook, they're Facebook's property. Okay.
I can take them down anytime I want to take them down.
That's right.
I can do the same thing on YouTube. I can take them down. But see, the thing about Facebook is, YouTube, you can't block who subscribes to your channel. That's how these assholes get it on YouTube. You can't block your subscribers. And on Facebook, you have more control on who subscribes, and you can block people that you don't want seeing your material. And that's why I now have been using Facebook to do my stuff with.
But George, you agree with me. You agree with me that you get no publicity except from people that.
I'd rather have zero publicity, sir, Sherlock. I'd rather have zero publicity than to have my shit be looked as a clown, to be looked as a punching clown that people can poke at. You got it?
Yes.
I've said that so many times, but you don't seem to get it. Now, if there's a way to make money to despite them, the way to make money to despite them and get their ass to pay for what they've done, get their ass to pay for the fucking shit they've done, then I'm all for that. I'm all ears on that one.
But haven't we talked about it?
When you start talking that, then you talk with both sides of your mouth, bringing the other shit up. Oh, well, embrace it and let them do it. No, embrace shit. Embrace. No, I'm not gonna embrace that.
All right.
Fuck that shit.
But when I say embrace it, what I mean is Keith Van Allen has simply ignored the bad stuff and embraced the good stuff.
Keith Van Allen.
He's even talked to me once on that show where Kevin was on the radio and I pretended to be you.
That's news to me. Well, no, he's done that. Well, I don't know what. That's why I've kind of booted him off of the fan page. I'm still friends with him, but he's not on the fan page anymore because there's a conflict of interest.
But there doesn't need to be a It's not either like you just said. It's not Team Biden or fuck you. You like Biden and that's cool, but you respect that I vote for President Trump and that I've already done it. Danny did it today. That's two Democrats that had turned to Republicans.
Okay.
God damn, you people have no hope.
Well, I got news for you. He's winning Biden's winning the election. I hope you have that.
But you see who. There's no way the Supreme Court will decide the election if Trump got it.
No. They're trying to pass that. Yeah. I know exactly what they're trying to do, and they're trying to pass it. But guess who? The good Mormon Mitt Romney is going to vote against it. You watch. Mitt Romney is going to block it. He's going to vote against it because he can't stand Trump. You watch. What's going to happen?
But George, so you just said it. But when it comes to your show, if there's any sort of adversity, you're totally against it.
I will not allow my work, my brand, to be fucking fucked with. I got on. You know what? I've been taking to that birthday show, those songs that I did. I have been practicing. I've been practicing on those songs. I've been practicing to be able to sing better than I have. And I'm going to tell you, I don't give a goddamn what anybody says. On those 4 songs that I did by myself on that first show, the first part of that show, I knocked them out of the fucking box.
Speak up, son. It's hard to hear you.
Very good. Excuse me?
It's hard to hear you.
No, it's not hard to hear me. I sang very well. I sang great.
I'm talking about right now. The phone.
What are you talking about?
The phone. It fell away from your face.
I said that on those shows I sang and knocked it out of the box. I have practiced on talent that I've been doing. And especially that last song, the Angel song that I did. That's the best one that I did.
I enjoyed it.
Angel Song, yeah. Pure talent.
George, the problem is the more shows you make and hide, the more movies Sean can make. George, you can change the format of your show up a little bit to get with the times so people can't make fun of it.
I don't give a fuck about what they are. I don't care. I don't want their attachment. You understand? I can talk about do a Walter Cronkite skit, and I don't give a goddamn, and I'm not there to appease them. I will appease myself and appease the people that I care to appease. And it's beautiful that I'm not worried about a lot of bullshit because it's to my group, it's to my people that will like me and know me, and I'm able to perform for the people that I know that like me.
So your show is surviving. It's not living. It's surviving. It's on dialysis.
No, it's there, and it's there at my disposal. Look, I am missing a Zoom meeting right now.
With who?
With some people.
On an Amazon training conference?
No.
I mean, George, I'm one of your friends. Are we friends again?
Hold on a second. Hold on. No, hold on. God damn it. Hold on a second. It's over now.
See, you missed it. Fucking around with me.
On tomorrow. Hold on a second. God damn it. I told this girl that I would do it. Hold on a second. And then, got fucking sidetracked. Hold on a second. Hold on. All right, no worries. She says, "Okay, that's fine." All right, now what now? I got a DoorDash now. So, what else you got to say?
I mean, George, a real act of defiance would be doing a public show.
I do a public show, but right now, like the pandemic we have, to cure the pandemic, is a great comparison. I compare it to the pandemic. You do it, and then when it's reached the curb, then you slowly but gradually release what you've got. Now, out of those 4 shows that I released, it's driving them fucking crazy. That's the funny thing about it. The 4 shows that I released, it's driving those bitches crazy. They're jumping up and down.
Yes, we enjoyed the show.
I enjoyed the show. Come on.
I do.
Well, I'm not more or less what you want to do.
What did you just say?
I said it's more about mocking me. I know exactly what it is.
You are an entertainer. Do you know Louis C.K.?
Man, you're killing my brain cells, man. You're killing my fucking brain cells.
Do you know? You know who Louis C.K. is, right?
How would you know who that is?
George, he cussed me out in the front row on stage once. Last year. Norfolk.
Who? That's the guy from New York.
Yeah, the one who jacked off in front of his assistant.
You got the wrong one. Okay. The person I'm thinking about is the astrological, the psychic that wishes harm for the callers.
No, Louis C.K. is a famous comedian.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's that guy. I know.
He's cussing me. No, he's thin. He's very vulgar like you. No,
I'm not vulgar.
You're definitely not PG-13.
Well, I'm educational. None of that.
You're adult entertainment.
There you go.
But he entertains me. He cussed me
Uh-huh.
out in front of everybody.
Okay.
It was great.
Well, you had a hard one.
I was sitting backwards in my chair, and he picked on me. But it was entertainment, George. Whether I laugh at you, mock you, whatever, as long as I watch it and see the ads, you get paid.
Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. Because did he call you illegal homosexual?
No, he called me a fat faggot in the front row.
But he didn't call you an illegal homosexual.
No.
Okay.
I mean, George, what you're doing right now is admitting that you don't have a fan base and that the years you worked to become famous, you've let trolls make you hide in the basement like Joe Biden. I mean, that's what's happening.
Oh, my fucking God. Are you fucking insane?
Meanwhile, Marty McTrump is out there doing rallies.
You know what? First of all,
it's a real comparison.
First of all, I doubt if Marty McBitch even likes Trump.
We've never discussed.
And I doubt that Marty McBitch would even, because he's more liberal and gay, or kind of like who you are, but I guess you have the ultra personalities that make you. I mean, there's no define. I mean, you're gay, but then yet you're. I don't know. There's no way to describe you. I guess I don't know. I guess you're Southern-fied or whatever. That's why you want to vote Republican. I'm voting Democrat because I voted Democrat and I've always voted Democrat.
You're voting Democrat because you're poor.
No, I vote Democrat because I've always voted Democrat, and I think Trump is a liar. He's a liar.
President Trump has already got two people I know.
Well, you know what? And that and a cup of coffee will get you one.
Elected for 4 years.
You know what? I'll make a wager with you. You want to have a little wager?
Yes.
$100.
I'll double it. Make it 2.
You got it.
Donald Trump wins the presidency. You owe me.
You got it. $200. Biden becomes our next president. $200. Biden becomes our next president.
$200 before he's sworn in.
I say $200. The next president of the United States. That's the bet.
Yep. Before he's sworn in, I get paid.
That's the bet right there. $200.
That's more than fair.
Yep. You got it.
I mean, Joe, it's the president.
It'll be an easy $200 in my pocket. All right, what's that?
I mean, you're hiding in the basement like Joe.
Joe is out there going to city to city to city, letting people know.
No, he's not.
What they need to do.
No, he's not. It looks like he is. Motherfucker's not going anywhere. He lives in Delaware. Motherfucker stays at home.
You obviously listen to Fox News, don't you, a little too much? How about that?
And Rush Limbaugh.
You listen to Fox News, right?
Did you hear where Trump said fuck on Rush Limbaugh the other day?
I don't listen to that buffoon.
Well, nevertheless, George, you got to keep up with the media. George, only
I don't listen to people that teach me how not to think.
If you're a real Democrat, then you'll pay attention to conservatives because you need to know what your enemy is.
I already know what the thing. I already know exactly whatever. Yeah.
Well,
and it's not. And you know, I don't agree with everything that the party stands for, and I truly believe that there will be a third party in 10 years. I truly believe that.
Before or after the Civil War?
The Civil War?
Yeah.
I mean, we've already had one.
Well, Civil War 2.0.
No, I don't know. You know, Civil War. You're always going to have racist people like yourself. You know, that's obvious.
But George, what I'm saying is, you got to stop letting him do that.
Letting who do that?
Like me, George. You know, I have post-traumatic stress from my years in prison. I fought a war.
Did you get toggled?
Only when I asked for it. I was the prettiest thing on the compound in Augusta.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, sir. I was 23, in great shape, had a head full of hair. and a mouthful of teeth. Unlike
And a mouthful of semen, right?
That's all it takes. What
Mouthful of
I'm saying,
semen?
why not a real act of defiance? Why not do a show and do it public and let them comment and never say a fucking word? Never acknowledge the comments. Never.
That's not how I roll. What is going
Keith
on?
Van Allen does it, and he's a fat little bald pussy.
Well, Keith Van Allen is Keith Van Allen. I'm not Keith Van Allen.
I understand, but he's able to do it.
Keith Van Allen, as far as I'm concerned, is Boris the Butler. He always will be.
All right. Well, your butler has more integrity than you do.
No.
You understand what I'm saying full well.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree with it. Okay? Because I understand what you're saying doesn't mean I have to agree with it.
Tell me why it's wrong.
You know, you remember Frank Sinatra? You remember Mr. Blue Eyes? He says, "Frankly, my dear, I did it my way." And that's what I do. I do it my way.
And that's great, but you got to. You know, George, the one who wins and survives the longest isn't the fastest or the strongest. Not the
Let me tell you something. If I died today, I know in my subconscious mind that I was a good person and I did good. If I was to die today, which I had about maybe 50 more years on this earth, but if I was to go, I would know in my mind who I am, what I am, and what I did and how I did it, and the fact that I did it my way. I didn't have anybody dictate to me or tell me what I had to do, what I didn't have to do, and whatnot. And you know what? And I work. What I do is not glamorous. What I do is not, it's not 9 to 5. It's not. I don't make a lot of money. I don't make a lot of money in what I do, but I work, and I get the bills paid. Okay, I get my bills paid.
But you know what I would like you to do? Get out of that. I helped my cousin get out of poverty just by paying for a couple of classes for him. And now he's making $1,000 a week carrying a gun sitting at a desk.
Okay, well, I've never shot a gun. I have no desire to use a gun.
Nobody said that, George, but it takes help, and you need help.
Yeah, but I want to take help from somebody that fucking that literally stabbed me in the back. I'm gonna take help from somebody stabbed me in the back and fucking trashed me and told my business to somebody.
Can you say 3 things good about me?
Say what?
Can you say 3 things good about me?
You're good for a laugh every now and then. No doubt about that.
I kept you in the house for a year.
Okay.
Didn't I do some other legal thing for you that worked out real good?
That's pretty much what you're doing. That's what you did. Right there, bought me more time in the house.
Yeah, I got you a whole year. Didn't charge you for that. Did not bill.
Look, man, I gave you close to $3,000 worth of work. I gave you close to $3,000.
And I did my best.
A lot of that work was never done correct. All that work was not done as precisely as it needed to be done.
Well, George, it can be done precisely now with surgical expertise.
All right, look, this is what I'm going to do. Because I'm not owing anybody an explanation or whatnot. But I swear to God, if you go ahead and record it, I'm going to know. If you record any of our meetings or whatever, I'm going to know about it.
Okay.
I will meet you sometime. I don't know when, but I will meet you sometime, and we'll sit down for lunch, and we'll talk it out. But I'm not going to promise you anything much more than that.
That's all I want, George.
I mean, I don't owe anybody any explanation about what I'm doing. Kristen has abandoned me, so, I don't owe her really much of anything. The only reason why, I've been loyal to her, and she's abandoned me pretty much. And I swear to God, that I get a fucking text or someone repeats what I just said, I'll know where it came from.
About Kristen abandoning you?
Yes.
You do realize that's common knowledge. I mean,
How do you know that's common knowledge?
It's common knowledge, George. She's disappeared. The goons have left her alone because she disappeared. The pressure got too much, and she caved.
She what?
She caved.
No.
Henry kept coming up to where she worked and shit, and
where did she work at?
They don't tell me, George.
She didn't cave.
She did.
No, we had a problem because she kept bringing this shit up about Clinton.
Well, George, that was her reasoning, her rationale.
So she did that to piss me off. You're saying just
so that
just to get him out.
Yeah, so that she could walk away and it not be the trolls.
You honestly believe that's what she did?
I know that's what you did.
No. She's got her own, what she's going to do. She's going to do something. She hasn't, I don't know what she's doing. She hasn't told me anything. It kind of pisses me off, but she's got her own, she's doing her own thing. She's going to do something because the damage has been done and she wants retribution.
George, no offense to you, but she was the worst thing that ever happened. The goons had another target and would always overreact and let them know when their attacks worked. That's why she abandoned you, George.
Let me tell you something, man. If this gets out, if they start talking about this shit, I will know.
Well, George, why would I tell them?
I don't know why, because you have a twisted mind.
I mean, George, I want you to win. But you're not going to win by me agreeing with you. If I listened to my lawyer and did everything he told me, I'd still be in prison.
If you listen to your lawyer, you'd be in prison, huh? Okay.
I'd still be in prison.
If you listen to your lawyer,
Yep.
you'd be in prison. Okay, well, you just said you listen to your lawyer, you'd be in prison. So you listen to somebody else, you'd be in prison.
That's right. But, George, when I show you that I'm right and what you're saying is wrong, you have to accept that. You can't say, fuck that, I don't want to agree with it.
I'm going to tell you one more time so you understand and can understand. I don't do things by happenstance. I don't do things just because, and to say that I've done them or don't do them. Everything, I pick and choose my battles, and I also do things. I pick and choose my battles, and I also do things calculating and the way that they need to be done. And when it comes to me, and it comes to my stuff, you bet you're damn right I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to do whatever it takes pertaining to what I need to do. But if I don't agree to something, if I don't agree to it, I'm not compromising my ethics or my integrity. I'm not going to compromise my ethics or my integrity to a bunch of bullshit.
George, listen. Kristen was all talk. She made up things out of thin
I don't
air.
know. No. I will not.
I'm not asking you to downgrade her. George, she never once landed a shot on any of the trolls. They joke saying she was a troll plant.
No, she is. Look, I'm not going to get into this, but she already has landed enough right now.
Well, how,
not
George?
Getting it. Well, I can't.
I mean, George, if something's going on, shouldn't I know it?
She's doesn't want to be fucked with.
Well, George, do you think that the police may have told her that if she comes up here again with this stupid shit, they'd arrest her? Filing a false police report?
No, it's not a false police report. It's not a false police report. That I can tell you it's not.
But George, it doesn't. Anybody can
They
follow.
paid someone to follow her as well.
So
They paid someone to follow her as well.
so what?
I mean, so what? You like someone to follow you? That what you're doing here 24/7 to follow you and snap pictures? You like that?
But George, you know I deal with that. You know how. You know all about how I deal with problems.
How is that? No.
George, I'd stop, pull up behind the individual, and ask him what I could do to help him. George, she made a lot of this stuff up, Bubba. Just like the stuff about Henry coming to her yard at night. I hate to tell you this. Never happened.
Well, then why would she do that?
Because it gave her more opportunity to complain and cry. You notice she never gave a name or a description.
Like, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to get into this with you, but I know you.
That I'm trying to start trouble, but I'm.
I know that you and your ex have been at the old place in Church, Virginia. I know that.
George, never.
You and your ex, Church, Virginia. She drove you there.
George, never. Never.
Okay, that's fine. But I don't exactly know.
George, I'm telling you the God's honest truth.
What's that bird? Is that a bird you got?
No, you goddamn guinea pigs.
No,
They eat more than anybody I know.
Guinea pig?
Yeah, I rescued one. That one was pregnant. Then I rescued 5, apparently.
Your cat still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Cat still alive? Okay.
I mean, George, she wasn't in it for the fight. She thought she was going to be a star off of this and embarrassed herself talking about a court case and became a lolcow. She wanted revenge and took...
Hey, wait. Stop. First of all, that's not even in the damn Webster dictionary, locale. Second of all, that's troll talk. Okay? You talk to me, you use words in the Webster dictionary. Locale is not even the Webster dictionary. All right? It's not even a fucking word.
Well,
go ahead.
She wanted revenge, George, and took advantage of it, knowing how bad you wanted to take them down. She just wanted revenge, George, and didn't know what to do once the pressure came on and all her past dirt came out.
Look, she has been dealing with a lot of shit for her in respect. She's been dealing with a lot of pressure and a lot of shit. She has 3 kids that she takes care of that are her flesh and blood children that she raises. She's getting ready to marry this guy next year, and they're going to be husband and wife. She's engaged to this guy, and they're going to get married. So she's
George, you're not going to get married.
What makes you think that?
He's not going to marry that whore. He's there for the
they've known each other since the days of working at Applebee's together.
Yeah, still hadn't married him.
Well, they're engaged.
Yeah,
they are.
You don't have to believe me, George.
How would you know if there aren't? That's what they are. They're engaged.
George, she is a crack whore, dude. I know you don't.
She has not done drugs. Actually, you've done drugs sooner than she's done drugs there recent. She gave up. She did. She had an addiction for coke, just like you did.
I never had no cocaine addiction.
You had addiction to cocaine. You know you did.
I didn't. Can't afford that shit. Knew it from the beginning.
Well, you did, and I remember when I met you, you were all panicky, worrying about it, talking about it. I remember it. When I met you, you were worrying about, panic mode about, it being on you or whatever.
Well, man.
I remember that. I remember that shit.
But George, what is the moral of the story? I'm still
The
here.
moral
She's
of this
gone.
story is that you have done drugs. You were doing drugs longer than
George,
she had.
I'm doing drugs now. So what?
No? Oh, you are?
George, I'm always on drugs.
What are you, marijuana? What are you doing?
That's right. I have a license to use this stuff.
Okay.
It helps me.
But I don't care. You can do whatever. Okay. Inhale it, smoke it, put it up your butt. You know, put it up your anal tract. Whatever you want to do. I don't care. Not my concern.
You understand my point. I'm still here and she's gone.
No. She's still breathing.
She thought that she could get famous off this shit. And it didn't work. Instead, all her filth got aired.
No. That's stuff she did years ago. Everybody's got a past.
That's right.
And half that stuff was done when she was a whole lot younger.
I understand that too.
Not like, you look in the mirror, and there are those who cast stones and glass houses need to look in the mirror themselves.
But I'm proud of what I did.
You proud of sodomizing kids?
He ain't a kid anymore. I went and sucked his dick 3 days ago.
You sodomized a kid under the age.
I let him sodomize my mouth the other day. Same Zach. He's staying at his parents right now, and I sucked him off in his old room just like I used to.
Great. Good for you.
Good times, right?
I don't know if you want to call it a good time. I call it very, very disturbing.
The point that I'm making, George, is you got to understand that if you want to win, I'll help you. But I don't want to spin my wheels.
Right as we've spoken, I've got a bunch of emails already.
Well, George, I'm here at my desk.
No, I'm saying I've got a bunch of emails. Jay Smith, Dixon Lee, Jay Smith, 100 ATA vans, or
that's Will
ATA
Marshall.
100 vans. That's Marshall.
A100 van. That's Will.
Yeah. That's what. I asked him, is Bruce Willis know who you were? I said he doesn't.
I couldn't hear what you said.
I asked him, does Bruce Willis know who he is? I said, I bet he doesn't.
Are you still invited to Kristen's wedding?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question.
I'm glad she's
gone. No, I don't know.
I'm glad she's gone. All she was
Where'd
a
she go?
problem.
Where'd she go?
I mean, she's not in my life anymore.
Well, she's still around.
She's probably smoking crack again with whatever his name is.
No, I have this person.
I mean, look at her. She's horrible. She looks 45.
No, she's cute. She's got all those years. She's cute. She's just,
no, she's not.
She's had 3 kids. She's had 3 kids. I mean, she's raising them. She's trying to, with the pandemic going on, everybody's got to do the virtual thing on the computer and not going to school, so she has to take care of all 3 of those kids and whatnot, and it's hard. It's hard for a parent to deal with that.
I do it every day.
Okay. Versus virtual computer thing because the kids not going to school or whatever. Yeah.
I work 10 hours a day. support my family. I make about $600 a day, George.
Yeah, you know, yeah, okay, whatever, man.
You don't believe me?
Whatever.
I don't know why you don't believe me.
But hey, I gotta make some money. I gotta make some money, and I gotta deal with some other shit right now. So,
Well, call
I'll
me.
sit down and talk with you, but it's going to have to be an understanding on what I want done. What I want done. Germany, and then the phone starts dialing you.
Oh, well, what's wrong with that?
No, I mean, well, I don't know. No, I was talking to my friend in Germany, and this phone starts dialing you. Did you listen to what I? No, you didn't hear what I said, did you?
Some of it. I didn't understand. So
What?
who's offering to get you right?
All right, what the fuck?
What is the problem?
What did you fucking hear?
Most of it. Was that bad?
What did you hear?
Well, somebody's going to help you get right, but you don't want to do that.
That's all you heard.
Well, yes, George. You didn't call me towards the end of the convo.
No. I'm talking to Kevin in Germany, and then it rings your number. I've got to get rid of this goddamn phone. This phone is hacked. I didn't even call you. They start dialing your fucking number as I'm talking to my friend in Germany.
Well, I'm sorry you hate me so bad that you got to get a phone.
Look, it has nothing to do. I gotta finish my conversation with him. All right.